Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Econ K88, and here's another video from the Marina district, Toledo's most famous road to nowhere. I'm going to do a drive-through and show the entire complex here. It's a multi-part series that I've been working on today. And again, this is an area that creates a lot of controversy with many people in the area. Politicians got plenty to say, plenty of big plans, and really not much has materialized so far. And as I did in the previous video, there's the Acme plant. There is the boat marina down there. Chinese bought this a couple years ago. Our mayor got a lot of heat for that even. He took a trip or two to China and courted some Chinese business folks to purchase this property from the city. I've been critical of our mayor about many things, Mayor Mike Bell, but I tell you what, that's one thing I definitely do agree with him about. Political city folks never had any business being that deeply involved with this. Although they're still too involved, in my opinion, because they're actually trying to tell not our current mayor, but some of the mayoral candidates and other council folks have their hands much too involved with the decision making on what this property should be once it's developed. And there have been various plans, an amusement park, and one of the current mayoral candidates even said he thinks this place should be made a campground, and to be honest with you, based on what it is and has been, probably not too bad of an idea, but I say that the Chinese group Dashing Pacific, excuse me, they should be the ones making those decisions, of course. This area used to be a marina, and it used to be where the sports arena was located, and they demolished that and rebuilt the Huntington Center downtown, and I've made videos of that as well. That's East Toledo that you see now. That's Front Street, the major road over there, and that's Waite High School. Not really a good part of town, never has been, probably never will be. There are worse parts of Toledo, but the east side has always kind of had a bad reputation. Just a grungy, blue-collar neighborhood, and now it's a lot of folks who live in poverty live in East Toledo. So it is what it is. And what the Chinese possibly didn't know that they should have known before they bought this. Most folks in other parts of Toledo and other parts of Northwest Ohio just aren't going to visit and or shop in East Toledo regardless of what's here. So it's they really didn't do enough research, I don't think, before making this purchase. They probably should have hired me as a private consultant. I would have been more than happy to give them advice or help them with their research here in town. And I've been to China 7 times, so it's speak a little bit of Chinese, not enough to really carry on a full conversation with somebody, but if somebody from Dashing Pacific does watch this video, feel free to be in touch. Feel free to get in touch with me. I'd be more than happy to speak with you. Because I personally think your ideas of what I've read, $200 or $300 million developing real estate and condos and a shopping mall and an office building, hotels, I think is about as foolish as anything I've ever heard or read. So not only does the American economy stink right now, the Toledo economy is horrible. So but a fool and his money will soon be parted, and if the Chinese or any other group is actually foolish enough or crazy enough or believes enough lies and spends $200 or $300 million developing this area in a town which has radical union beliefs, where there, even if you had a successful business operating here, believe me, they would be in here with their hands out and just more or less force their way into whatever profits are being made here. So it's just not a good place to do business because of that. So and foreign investors, I mean, you know what, they're not going to know what the hell is going on here. But they really didn't pay that much for the property, so maybe they're just parking money here, because they do have an option. The city and the Chinese group that bought this place, they did, as part of the deal, I think that was the city of Toledo's end of the deal, they said that if they wanted it so that if the property does not get at least if they don't at least start developing this property within 5 years of the purchase, the city of Toledo has the option of buying the property back for the purchase price plus about, I think it was 5% interest. So maybe the Chinese just wanted to park some money here for a while, I don't know. But they've recently said they don't have any prospective tenants aligned for this land, and they don't have the financing that I believe they previously had said that they had $200 or $300 million secured from other investments or loans. I don't know. There's a shot of downtown. Beautiful day here, by the way. I mentioned that in the other videos. Absolutely fantastic day here. I'm surprised there aren't more people fishing down here, because a lot of times you'll see the riverfront lined with people fishing and just enjoying the day. Not really seeing that today, though, for whatever reasons. So if I don't get stuck by this light here, I'm going to go across over into International Park. You can kind of see what else is here. The Chinese bought this area over here as well. It's called the Docks, which is a restaurant complex. I think they paid about $2.14 million for this, if I'm not mistaken. They bought this first, and then they bought the Marina district afterwards. But this is International Park here. When I was a kid, this was all weeds and growed up and bums and people living in the woods and whatever else. So they at least made it look nice, but Chinese own that now. That's what's called the Docks there, those restaurants. I think there's 4 or 5 restaurants there. And they lease it out to various tenants to run the restaurants. Quite a few people here today, actually. Looks like the volleyball leagues have started up again. Yep, they call that the beach. Various adult and teenagers playing volleyball. So that's cool. Definitely getting some use out of International Park today. Plenty of homeless people living in these woods here. I can guarantee you that. I did a video a year or so ago about a little homeless campsite that I stumbled upon. And over here on the right is where the boat, the ship that you saw a couple videos ago, used to sit. So they moved it from there over to where it is now, about a mile away, maybe a little less than a mile. But so that is it for this one. This is Econ Cat 88 signing off from Toledo, Ohio, ground zero of the economic collapse.